man. I go by the name of Artwork.
Bo in the building.
Yo, this is your boy RH, aka Raul.
Yeah, it's me, Teezy, aka me,
Yeah, okay. I see
aka
where it's
Mr. V8,
Yeah.
aka the Enforcer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what it is, man.
What's happening, fellas, man? Welcome to another episode of the Legend Has It podcast, man. We thank y'all for tuning in.
Yeah, man.
Like I
What's
said,
from all
though.
y'all folks that keep coming back, man?
Yeah, welcome.
Appreciate
We
it.
love y'all.
What's good,
Love
fellas?
y'all.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Man, I'm doing real good, man.
Shit.
Enjoying the day.
How y'all feel about being here right now, man? We've been here since like what? 3, 4 o'clock.
Shit.
Hey, man, can I ask y'all a
I ain't
question?
gonna answer that.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Shoot.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
How y'all feel about when y'all know y'all done got to the point where y'all done got a little bit too spicy on the drink?
How,
You
what?
know you ain't right. Like, how do you feel about what happens after that point and what happens up to that point? So I know I done had some situations when there's some shit like that happen.
Do you recognize that point? That's the
No,
question.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think you recognize when it happened.
Well, you
I
mean
think
like,
you-
other
think you
people
recognize-
know that shit happening to you.
what you say? You don't think you recognize when you had too much to drink?
Right.
Do you
I don't
recognize
think
that
people,
point?
I don't
Yeah, you
think
do
you
recognize
as a
it.
person recognize
I
when you
have.
done had too much to drink.
Okay,
I
so
have.
You
if
need
you
to
recognize
chill
it,
out.
do you pull back?
Yeah, I have.
Now
so,
you do.
this is
So you
when-
been caught it.
Yeah, when I used to club a lot, that's when I would catch it. So what I would do is when we first started clubbing, you know, the bread won't roll like that. So you going back and forth to the bar to get drinks. Woo. Then you get to the point where we was buying like Moet bottles every fucking weekend, so you had to do that shit, right? So I'm drinking the bottle, this is being by myself. And every time I was in the club, I would feel when I started to be like, oh shit, wait a minute. If I keep drinking, I'm fucked.
Right.
If I slow it down right now,
I can cope.
I can yeah.
I think
so
it-
I've
But sometimes you recognize it and you still
You still
be
go
like,
for it,
it's
right?
too late.
I think it's an age
But
thing
wait,
too
but-
because
oh,
I
fuck
think
yeah.
Sometimes when you
Yeah,
recognize
fuck
it's
yeah,
already
yeah.
too late.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
it's
it's
an age.
already
I
too-
think it's an
you
age thing
done.
too, though, because you know when you saying back in the club
It's a
days,
tolerance thing. Yeah, for
when
sure.
you back in the club and back in the day when it happened to you, you just like fuck it, I'm going. I'm just going.
Yeah.
Now when it happens, you like as you get older, you like, all right, I'm gonna slow down.
Sometimes. Because I've been older and I've been like, yeah.
But
Hey, you
most
know what though?
If I keep going, it might get
most
rough.
of the time though, you go
Fuck it.
I'm gonna be
slow
honest.
it up.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never been the type that said I'm just gonna get drunk. I don't know why drinking ain't like I've always been drink or whatever, but throwing up like
Nah,
that's to
that's
me
different.
Every time I be like, yo, I know if I keep going, I'm probably gonna be fucked up and throw up. I hate that feeling. I drink, but I hate that feeling.
crazy.
I ain't never been the type of dude to be like, yo, I'm gonna keep drinking. I'm just gonna get fucked up tonight. Like I get fucked up, but I ain't
Yeah,
never been
I've
like,
done that.
I'm gonna die.
Depends on the
tonight.
day you
know
had,
what?
what you done went through.
Fuck it.
But you see why off of what you saying, Mark, is like when you got to that point where you felt like you was doing too much. I had been to that same point and then kept on fucking doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then next thing
That's
you know,
what I'm
I
saying.
got throw up
I'm-
all on my shirt.
See, that's what
and
I'm
I'm
saying.
still
Nah,
trying
I'm
to
cool.
get in the club, and
I've
then
never-
you're trying to hold me back. He
I
telling
ain't
me,
never
"Nah,
been that.
dog, you done had too much." And I be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of my face! I'm gonna have to fuck you up before I
That
get
ain't never
in."
been
I'm
me.
talking crazy to the damn bartender.
That
I
ain't
mean,
never
not
been
the
me.
bartender, but the security guard.
Yeah.
Trying to get up in
Because
the
he won't
club.
let me in the spot, and
Yeah.
I know I'm fucked up. Yeah, you know what? Let me tell y'all a story way back. This is a way back story, way back when I was young. I was in my early 20s. It was A&T homecoming, right? We ain't had no
Greatest
rules or
homecoming
regulations
on
about
earth.
this thing, so we drinking,
Yep, for sure.
drinking. I know I was drinking on the Bacardi 151. If y'all know anything about that 151, that shit
Yes,
ain't nothing
sir.
to play
Yeah,
with.
sit you
Yes,
down.
sir. You know it.
So I done got fucked up off this 151. I done got so fucked up I can't even get out the car when we get to where we going.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I done sat in the car and
Yeah.
fell asleep, passed out, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
done came out the club.
I've been
It's
there.
4:00 in the morning. I'm still
I ain't never
waking.
been
I'm
that
just
guy,
waking
though,
up.
but I had niggas.
I'm waking up in the car like, oh, I'm ready to go. Them niggas like, nigga, we about to leave. What you talking about? Yeah, I done had that happen to me.
I ain't never been that guy.
I've been that dude.
But I'd have been, you know what I'm saying, in the squad going out, and it's been that guy in the squad that we
Yeah.
drinking before we get to the club. And then we go downtown and park, and as soon as we park, this motherfucker open the door, throwing up everywhere. Somebody got to take him home.
I done had that happen to me a
Somebody
couple
hit me.
times.
Nigga, I ain't never been me,
I've
though.
been that nigga for
Yeah,
sure.
that-
I'm gonna get in
Because-
the motherfucking now. I might not make it out, but I'm gonna get in. The
Because you
motherfucking
get into a situation where you start taking shots and drinking real fast. By the time you
Yeah.
get to
That's what happened to
car
me, my
ride,
lad.
and by the time you get to where you going,
That's what happened
it's
to me.
coming back.
On my birthday when we went out last was
Oh, yeah, bro, you was-
2019.
you was
That's
good.
what happened to me. I
was
was
gone.
like, okay, I'm cool, but then I wasn't cool.
You was
You was
cool.
gone. And you was drinking that white
Car ride got you, didn't you?
You drinking that white Henny too when you on the way down.
Yeah,
there.
for sure,
that
for
white-
sure.
that
We
white-
Drinking that white hen,
Bro,
that shit
white-
nasty.
that shit-
First of all,
that white hen, you was on that shit.
Yeah.
And you was done. Matter of
Thought I
fact,
was good. By
I think
the
at the
time
end
we
of the day,
left the club,
everybody
I
was
was
done
fucked up.
except you was done when we went to the strip club. Afterwards, you was in the strip club.
I
Like,
don't really
yo.
like that. I don't like that white end though.
I don't like it either, man.
I don't like
That
that.
white hen.
Not at all. Sorry.
That shit got me where I needed to be.
It'll get you where you need to
Yeah,
be.
quick, real quick.
Set you all the way down.
But I think that as you get older and you start learning how to drink, you can
Exactly.
kind of like maneuver around those situations.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I feel like. All right, so I know if I'm drinking, I know I get to a point I'll be like, in my brain I can hear like myself saying, "Hey nigga, you better chill out. Hey, you better
See,
calm
that's what
down.
I'm saying. That was
you
me.
better,
I
you better
was doing
stop."
that when I was in the club though. Like that
Nah,
was
I wasn't doing that
when
in
I
the club.
felt. Now I'm not saying I caught it in time every time. There's been times where when I caught it was like, oh, I know it's too late. I'm fucked up. Like I'm done. But normally, if I felt it in the club, I can be going, not even paying attention. But then I will feel it like, yo, stop, nigga. You had it out of. Yo,
But
if you
you
keep
know
going
what?
right
If
now,
you had felt that feeling, you was blessed.
For
'Cause
me,
a lot of people don't get that.
Yeah,
for
I-
me,
A lot of
I
people
gotta,
get way past that. Next
Nah,
thing you know,
always.
you throwing up all over the
yeah,
place.
nah, it's never been
Can't
me,
even
bro.
walk.
That's never been me.
For me, I gotta go into it ahead of time. I gotta tell myself, look, I'm gonna watch what I do tonight. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't do that, then it's I'm
whatever.
game forever. It's whatever. Like nigga, we getting fucked up. So I gotta make sure I'm cognizant of what I'm doing.
Yeah, that makes
not,
sense.
Before I know it, it's
don't know what
gonna
you
get out of
gonna
hand.
get out of
It's gonna
You
go
don't know
left.
if you gonna be passed out. Nigga got to
Yeah.
drag you in the car. Or what?
Now, that's not a good feeling, man.
No,
No,
you
it's
shouldn't
not.
even want to be like that.
You don't want to
No,
be that
drag you in
nigga
the
that
car,
got to be looked at.
That's not a good feeling. That's why I don't understand. Well, I don't even want to get into that.
Look, you don't understand what?
Like alcoholism, like
Oh no,
what
you
I'm
can't
saying?
help
Like,
that.
You saying you don't understand
That's
alcoholism?
something totally different.
because that shit. Like when do you get to the point where you like can function that fucked up?
That's why I think
That,
alcoholism
that
is
shit
a
don't
problem.
feel good to me. Like you know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
when you
Yeah.
start getting the alcoholism, you don't know when to stop. You just
Yeah.
keep drinking,
Yeah, it don't
drinking.
feel good to you because you're not, your body ain't used to, you ain't used to doing it. But for somebody who drink all the time, man, eventually your body gonna start getting, it becomes
Yeah,
more
it's
tolerant.
like
so
a tolerant thing.
yeah. So it's still alcohol though. It's still gonna get you buzzed, but that's just like you go out here and do a line of cocaine. That shit might fuck your ass up. But if you get somebody that's used to doing that shit, they build the tolerance up. So that's why they can keep doing that shit because at some point that shit ain't gonna hit them as it did when they first started doing that shit. The
Exactly.
high ain't gonna be as they chasing that shit every time. Then like I'm trying to catch that same high I had when I first started doing this bump.
Yeah, you ain't gonna never get that.
In my pinky and long ass. You remember back in the days had long ass pinky?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna never get that same high again. So that shit ain't meant for you to understand because I don't
you
understand it neither. But
You're right. Anyway,
Man, I kind of feel like I want to do some coke though.
Oh,
hey, I watched the. Hey, why you saying that? Hey, check it. Last night, me and Shorty was
fuck?
watching that Netflix. It's a Netflix documentary called Cocaine.
I started watching it. I ain't finished it, but I
I
started
looked at
watching
her
it.
and I said, "Hey, this shit kind of made me want to do cocaine."
I said the same shit. I'm like, yo, I might do a little line or something. You know what I'm saying?
but that,
Not
but,
like I'm gonna be on no. I ain't gonna shoot up no crack. But
But-
I'm gonna do a. I'll do a line.
no. But if you keep watching that shit, at the end they get because at the beginning they talking about all the pros and how they felt. Nigga talking about he was like he'll
That
do
nigga
it.
said that's the best feeling he ever had
Yeah,
in
he was
life.
like he was going
Ever.
after he smoked. He was gonna go walk on the moon. I was like, damn, I want to walk on the moon.
Yeah, I'm about to say I ain't mad at that. What y'all talking about? I don't do that shit.
But at the end, them
Get a little
niggas.
line up. I might do that shit.
No, at the end, they went over the cons, and I was like, okay, nah,
Nah, I still do it.
not when you see the motherfucker with no teeth.
I ain't doing. I ain't doing that. I ain't gonna be.
How
a
you
nigga
know,
out here
though?
without no
Exactly.
teeth.
How you?
But how you know? How you know you're gonna be able to stop? The first time you do it, that
Because
shit
to
like,
be
it's
quite
gonna be
honest,
something you
like
never
we can
felt
get
before.
down to the grassroots of things.
please do.
I feel like I would never be a nigga addicted to no damn.
That's
crack.
how you feel. I can guarantee you, there's a bunch of people who felt
say
like
that-
that
yeah,
went into
exactly.
it too.
I just feel like I will never be the nigga addicted to no crack. But I
Alright.
might do a little line every once in a while. But I ain't gonna be the nigga addicted to no crack.
You
I
don't
can't
like
do
no
that.
pipe.
Hell no, I ain't doing no crack. I
Okay.
ain't lifting on no damn pipe and getting right, man. Hell no.
You don't think there's some of them people that like got hooked to it started like that?
Hell yeah, that's how they start.
Exactly how they start.
I believe that's how they started. But obviously that ain't how they finished. But
You might be one of them niggas that don't finish like that. You might be like, look, man.
A lot of them motherfuckers say, "Yo, I thought I could control this shit," and the next thing I know, that shit had control of me. When the shit get control of you, bro, it's a wrap. Like it's.
But do
it
you
got
know
your
when
ass,
it's
nigga.
going like do you feel when they got you? You know what I'm
Nobody
saying?
knows, man, bro.
No,
you think,
You
no,
don't know.
check it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but I'm saying like, do you know when it got your ass? Like,
you
oh
watch-
nigga, you thought you had? Nah,
at
I
some
got
point,
you.
I think you
If
have
you watch
to
the
know.
documentary, the people that used to be fiends, they say they knew, but they couldn't do nothing about
That's
it.
why I just said that
They
shit
couldn't
got
do
your
nothing
ass.
about it.
So you
Streets
done.
got your ass.
At this point, you
done.
finished.
You're done, for You're done. There ain't shit you can do. But like, you go in your mind, you can even want to stop. It's
Yeah.
gonna be times when you're gonna be like, "Yo,
What am I doing? This don't make sense.
This just don't make sense. I just spent
But
my last whatever. They done cut my lights out, whatever. You sitting there at that moment, probably like, yo, fuck. The next time I get back on, I'm getting my life together. I'm not doing that shit no more. The next time you get that little bit of change,
And you out there spending that.
hey, look. As soon as that idea hit your mind, like, yo, I'm getting my mind together. You get that money, and it's like, well, damn, I could go.
Go get right.
Go get right. Feel
I can
good
pay my
tonight.
damn light bill.
I can come up with a plan. I'll pay my light bill next time.
And you
bro.
justify
That
it.
shit,
And you
at
going,
at that
Bro,
point,
do
got your ass.
y'all hear that? Do y'all hear how crazy that is? That you would go spend your money to go get high instead of
yeah.
paying your fucking light bill.
So
Yo, that's
man.
fucking
All the
crazy.
time, that shit
When you
crazy,
really
bro.
think about it, that shit crazy as hell.
And especially when you have kids,
Yeah.
like that shit.
There was a bunch of mothers that was that on that documentary that was talking about like
there's
how
some-
they just
They couldn't.
it
They
took
couldn't help
control
it.
of them.
though. Yeah, they couldn't help it.
They
Bro, I
gave,
try not to judge them because I don't know how it is to be in a
Exactly.
situation.
And it's
But
an
I'm in my right state of mind. I'm like, ain't no fucking way I'm gonna do that. No shit like that. I would never
I'm
do
sure
nothing
they
that's gonna
said
make
the
me do
same
no shit
thing.
like.
That's what I'm
But then
saying.
you don't think about that when you're not in a situation.
Yeah.
Like they thinking from a whole nother different perspective. They like, man, look. They like, I need this to get right, or I ain't gonna be able to be okay with how
Yeah.
I'm feeling at this point. You know what I'm saying?
it's helping them cope with some
Yeah,
other
that
shit.
shit's scary, man.
Hell yeah, most definitely.
Anyway, this has been a segment of the Legend Has a Podcast. Please do not do drugs out there.
Yeah, man. Say no to drugs.
This dude got
Yeah,
to
say
coke
no.
like my man Raul back here.
But I would do some coke though.
Nah,
but I'm saying like, don't
Anyway,
do no
cut.
drugs, kids.
Cut.
You gonna cut y'all?
Whatever.
We back, nigga.
Oh shit, we doing right into
Damn, wasn't no warning or nothing, bro.
Yo, check it, man. We back. LV6 in the building, man. We just got into what? That was a dope little section we got into. We was talking about. I forgot what the fuck we was talking about. It was dope, though.
Y'all heard it.
Yeah, they know what it was.
They know
They know
that.
what it was.
Whatever it was dope.
I don't know.
Man, y'all terrible, man. So who we getting into next though?
Man, how y'all feel about
Here we go.
I forgot what we was about to say.
God damn.
The fuck, nigga?
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for.
Can I ask y'all a question? Let's say y'all get in a relationship, right? How do y'all deal with like keeping it fresh? Let's say if you or your significant other let yourself go and it didn't. Is there like I guess what I'm trying to say, is there a contract that y'all have when you first get together that y'all going, it's like a unspoken contract that you have with the opposite sex that you gonna keep yourself?
When you say let yourself go,
Like you know what I'm saying, you meet somebody and they a certain weight. And after a year or two, they're another weight, which is way more than the initial weight.
either
Like,
way, can it go either way on the side of the curve?
Yeah, it can go either way, depending on what you like. But let's say, like, is there an unwritten? Do you have to speak that, or is that an unwritten thing? Like, let's say if I meet a chick, I'm in the gym, bro, I'm getting it, boom, 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 and when I meet her, she's in the gym. But when after a year or so,
After she's accomplished her goal,
she starts to let herself go. And she done gained like 100.
we get into the root of things. She's already got to her goal.
What's her goal? What are you talking about?
She's already got you.
Oh, okay, it could be that too.
She
Or
already
vice
got
versa.
you now.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
what did she need to keep working out for?
Yeah,
She got
yeah.
you.
So how do you handle that? Is that an unwritten thing?
So after she got you in her cuffs.
I think
Or
if
vice
you,
versa.
She
If
let
you
yourself
didn't let
go.
it get to 100 without
A whole
you know,
Honda.
a whole Honda,
she
either,
done gained a
either
whole
way of the
100?
curve.
Yeah, she was 130.
if you either way of the curve.
Hold
up
on, she
230.
130. Oh God, what?
She went up 230. Unbeknownst to you. Because, gradually, every day, you don't see it until, like, it's a problem. Sometimes when it's gradual, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And one day you look at it and you're like, what the
But a whole Honda,
fuck?
That's a lot.
And even she's saying something about it. She kind of complaining about it, but she ain't really doing nothing about it. She just like, I need to lose some weight. I need to get in and da-da-da.
I'm gonna let y'all speak before I get into my shit.
What y'all think about that? Or vice versa. It could
Yeah.
be a woman's point of view. She gets a man. I know we don't got no women on this podcast, but it could be vice versa too.
It
You know what I'm
definitely
saying? She
could.
might meet a man and he let himself go and get all.
But I think if you all right, let's say you let it get to a Honda on either side of the curve, right? Mm-hmm. And if you got a problem with it, and if you're not saying nothing about this problem,
How do you address it though? Are you be like, God damn, you getting fat?
no.
Hell no, you can't say that.
You don't say it like that?
Don't say that. No.
So what you do? You continue to do what you do.
You either
Nah, you be
you
like,
can do,
damn, baby,
continue
you
to
wanna
do
go
what
to the
you
gym
do,
with me?
continue to do your workout. You know what I'm saying? Continue your workout and your regimen.
But what she ain't catching on? Like, I'm going to the gym. Hey, babe, about to hit the gym. You trying to go? No? Okay. What about tomorrow? You trying to go tomorrow? No, you ain't trying to go at all? Okay, I'm going to go to the gym. I just thinking we should do it together, and she ain't catching on, and you like, what you do then?
Listen. Get your fat ass up and go to this motherfucking gym with me. I've been trying to give your ass some hints for the past 3 fucking weeks. Get your fat ass up and let's go to gym. I still love you. I still.
But you can't say it like
Can't say
that.
that.
Nah, but you know
Okay,
what though?
maybe not.
He being serious.
But listen,
Like, he being
listen.
real though.
But listen,
I still
what
love
I'm
you.
really trying
But
to
damn,
say-
you getting fat as fuck.
What I'm really trying to say,
That's real, though.
yeah, what I'm really trying to say is like, bruh, if I can't have that conversation with you, I ain't saying in that manner, but if I can't have that conversation with you, then we ain't meant to be together. I want us to be
I think
real.
you had that conversation.
Yeah, like, because I want you to tell me at the end of the day, if we together, I want you to be the motherfucker that if I'm going to leave this house and I got a big ass boogie in my nose, nigga, you supposed to be the one to tell me, babe.
Or you got a big
The
ass.
fuck, you got this boogie. Get that shit out of your nose before you represent us. I gotta be able to take this shit. Like, I want her to tell me.
Or
So-
like you got a big ass belly.
Yeah, I
You
want.
need to lay off that beer for a little
I
while.
want her to tell me that
Exactly.
shit. So, I ain't saying it that way, but
I got
we should be able to have a conversation when it's good and when it's bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If the relationship is strong.
What happens if it's not received?
Good.
Yeah, if it's not received favorably.
And I think that comes with the delivery. 2.
Yeah, but sometimes you can deliver it a certain way and it can still be perceived as disrespect or
They still complacent with it. They still
they might still be like, nah, I'm good.
That's why I think the real problem come in there though.
Yeah, that's the scariest.
If you
that's
done
one of the
got
scariest
complacent
relationship things
with how you have gotten, and you have heard how I have expressed that I'm not cool with how you have come to where you're at.
Yeah.
But you have got complacent with it. That means you don't give a fuck about how I feel no more. That means you have got to a point where you feel cool about how you are. However you, in your mind, however you feel, it don't matter. I'm at a point where I feel like you have gotten too far for how I feel comfortable how you have gotten. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
So that means at this point, if I know you at a certain way and you have come to be another way, I feel like now at this point you have gotten disrespectful to me. Because you done gotten to this point.
You don't care where I feel.
And you don't care how I feel about it. You just doing what you want to do at this point.
To me, that's one of my scariest things about getting married.
Yeah, but I ain't saying like, okay, I'm saying like, to me, I'm willing to work with you up to a certain point, okay?
If you trying.
Right.
Like if you show
I'm
you
cool.
trying.
I'm like, if we
yeah.
trying, we trying to get there. I'm cool with you getting to, we working on it. If you get to a certain point and you just like, whatever, and you still eating donuts and all kinds of crazy shit. Like, yo, come on, man. Like,
But what-
like you
okay.
basically spitting in my face. You know what I'm saying?
That's okay, so that's why I just said that's one of the things about marriage that's kind of scares me, because if you in a relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, like if you get to that point right then, you still feel like she's disrespecting you, then it ain't nothing to be like, okay, look, it's an ultimatum here. Like you either gotta work on this or this shit ain't gonna do nothing but drive a wedge between you, right?
But who caused the wedge?
It don't. So either way it goes. What I'm
No,
saying
I'm
is,
saying, okay, so you say that.
He's
who
saying it's less to
caused
lose
that wedge?
if it's not a marriage, but
I'm saying if it is a marriage, who caused that wedge? Did I do that or did she do that?
So right. It either way it goes,
it don't matter.
it don't matter. So what I'm saying is
Still more to lose.
it's more to lose.
Yeah,
that's what
what
scares
he's
me in a
saying.
marriage, because it's more to lose. In a relationship, you can just be like, okay, even if she calls the wedge, if she don't still see that, you can still be like, okay, look, eventually I'm out. Like this shit ain't working, whatever. Okay,
like,
cool. But
alright.
my fear is a marriage, like, because now she got the ring. Y'all got a couple of kids together, and that's how I know them to go. Let's be real. That's how I know them to go. Like when you get settled down, which on both sides, like we said, both sides of the curve, right? So.
But at that point, that's why you know you definitely should have that conversation.
That relationship where you can converse like that. That's how I feel about it. But it's still, because that woman can still say, man, yeah, I'm going to do this and that, but she never do. Like, she never do. So what do you say when that shit keep growing? She 230, she 250, she 270, she 290.
But I'm saying, like, with me personally, I'm willing to work with you as long as you willing to work towards whatever, right? But then I get to the point where you ain't working no more and you just fucking getting the 600-pound life. Like, what are we doing now?
So
like,
what do you do in your marriage when that happens, though? Now you married. What are you doing in your
I
marriage?
feel like I'm justified in calling it quits
think so?
because
Like
you basically
hold her
spit in my face and saying I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if you don't like it, fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So what if the shoe was on the other foot and
That's what I'm saying. I want to provide some equality.
Yeah.
Some,
So what if the shoe was on the other
egalitarianism.
foot and you the one that's over the 100
She's
mark
justified.
Can I-
in
can-
fucking
can I
leaving
speak?
your ass. That's right.
Look, can I speak on that? Can I speak on that?
You over the 100 mark curve, and she keep telling you, you sitting on there with your belly looking all big, or whatever. You need to get in the gym.
She's justified.
Can I
She's
speak on
in the
this?
gym.
Can I speak on this?
Take off, bro.
I always watch 600-pound life, right? I know a lot of us watch that shit, right?
You said what?
We spoke about it on
Y'all
the
don't
podcast.
watch 600-pound life?
I mean, you know,
Yeah, we
shit.
spoke about it on the podcast
Cool.
before.
We watch
Yeah,
this
y'all
shit.
did speak on it. I won't.
So,
Y'all
you was
spoke on
there?
that one. I was there.
Yeah, you was there.
I was there.
Yeah.
Look,
don't
I
think
feel
seen
like
much.
if
I don't
I'm
watch
watching
this shit.
600-pound life and I picture myself in their shoes, there ain't no fucking reason why I should think my chick should sit around and wait for me to lose no fucking weight when I'm that fucking big.
That's you, bro.
I can't speak. I can't speak for none but me, bro. I
That's what
can't
I'm
speak for
saying.
everybody else.
Like, yo, that's you.
I feel like, okay, and it's the same thing for me. I feel like if I go to jail for 15 years, I don't expect my girl to wait for me for 15 years.
Right.
So I feel like if I get 600 pounds, I'm not going to sit there and wait like a dummy to wait for me to lose 200 pounds so she'll love me again. Nah, that shit fucking stupid.
Yo, I'm glad you brought. All of y'all feel the same way about the jail shit. I don't mean to jump with the jail. That's a question right
About
there.
what
Like,
now?
if you got locked up and you got 15 years, hell, got 10 years.
Yeah,
10 years.
I
You
don't
got a
expect my girl to wait for
Do
me.
you expect your girl to wait
Girlfriend,
for you for them
wife.
10, 15 years? Ooh,
Either one, I don't
either
care.
one.
Ooh-wee.
Either one.
I don't care. Either one.
I
Either
don't
one.
expect my girlfriend to wait for
Yeah, I don't
me
expect
right
the
now.
girlfriend.
So
You said you don't.
no. So
Oh, it's my right now.
That nigga
Nah,
say he
nah,
can be in
nah.
jail a week.
Yeah,
And he be like,
yeah,
nah,
don't
that bitch
even-
cheat
Nah, that
on
nigga
me.
get locked up. That nigga do weekend, bro. Hey,
what
he
you
go
said.
in, he
He
go in
doing-
and bail out that night.
Yo,
He's
72
like,
hours. Shit, that bitch already. She
He go in and bail out that night. Like, I ain't expect you to wait
Yeah,
for
she
me. Don't
sucking
get
dick.
that hour I was
I
in
ain't
there.
expect it.
That hour
Hey,
that
do
hour
what
I was
you
in there. I
do.
ain't expect that shit. Just do what you do.
do what
yo.
you do. Do what feels good to you.
I'm institutionalized now. I was in there for 2 hours.
Hey,
yo.
yo, do what you do.
Fuck,
Do what you feel you want to do. Out of sight, out of mind.
I
That's
got
how I
locked
feel.
up now. I got a whole different lifestyle, man. I know I was gone for a minute.
Girlfriend though, 15 years.
Man. Nah, what about wife though?
Wife.
Wifey with no kids.
I don't
no
respect
kids?
that. I do
Nah.
not.
No
that's,
cheering.
That's
I
a
wouldn't
lot to
even ask-
expect from somebody.
Nah, I wouldn't even ask you
Now
to do
wifey
that.
with the cheering though. You got
That's a
3
lot
of
to
them.
expect
I
from
still don't
somebody.
expect either with kids or without. I don't expect them to even try to even do that shit.
That's a lot to
Because I know
expect
I
from
wouldn't
somebody.
do it.
All right,
So I
I think the
expect
real
her to do
question
it.
would be what are you in jail for? So if I know if I'm in jail
It don't
for
even
something,
matter.
It
I
don't
don't
matter.
expect her to do
But what
nothing.
if
don't
you
even
fighting
matter.
though? Like what if it's something that you accused? Now that shit happens. What if
Protecting
I'm
her or
accused of something and you fighting it? Like this is my wife.
Yeah.
I know I didn't do this. I'm accused of this. They gave me 10 years.
What somebody didn't do.
I don't
Bro,
know.
the
something I didn't do.
circumstances just, I mean, the circumstances fucked up against you. I mean, what can
Yeah,
you say?
I don't expect her to do nothing.
That's tough.
I would appreciate it if she would.
Yeah, if she would,
but
that'd
I
be
don't
great.
expect it.
That's tough.
If I got out and then, you know, we able to work something out, that's cool. But if she can't, I
I
find she got a
respect it. I
couple of
couldn't hold
babies
it
on
over her
me.
head if you
She
know
got a
what
couple
I'm
of break babies. You know, what else supposed to do about that?
Bro, that's tough, dog. That's tough.
She got a couple throat babies.
Nah, bro, that's
She gonna
tough.
have more than a
Throw
couple.
baby. You know what I'm talking-
She got a couple throat
Nah,
babies.
bro, that's tough.
That
She
nigga
have
done
one
bust
of
all on her.
them.
What else supposed to do about that?
You can't do nothing about
You can't do nothing about it.
Your
can't do
dumb ass
that.
got locked up. She out here getting to it.
No, man.
But what if you got locked up protecting her or something?
Then
Now, that right there be a different
I
story.
still couldn't expect her to do nothing.
I wouldn't expect
I wouldn't
that either.
expect it, but I would appreciate
You
it.
appreciate.
I would
I
definitely
would appreciate
it.
that, but then again, I would never
can't expect it, though.
All right, so look,
I know
this
human
is
nature.
easy.
Y'all know human nature, man. Come on, man.
Right.
Like, let's knock it off.
It's an easy question. I mean, answer to this. Like, if your girl got locked up, she went to down female prison for 10 years. How long you think you gonna last not fucking nobody for 10 years?
Nigga, I'm fucking her sister the next day. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
So it ain't nothing to talk
And then
about.
I'm trying to get her
It
first
ain't nothing to
cousin.
talk about.
And then I'm trying to get her home girl.
Exactly. I'm fucking somebody the week she get locked up. I'm like,
The
damn,
week.
baby.
The week.
I'm gonna be crying.
I might be celebrating when she get locked up.
I'm gonna be
Damn,
crying
they
this
got her.
ass
Hell
explode.
yeah,
in
bro.
the
I'm already texting the next one. Hell yeah. I've been waiting to hit this motherfucker too, yo.
Wait, what can you do?
Waiting to hit that motherfucker too, bro. Shit.
For sure, for sure.
He's a
And,
sister.
and you know, this nigga told me to say, "Hey man, hey, y'all need to reel me back in when I'm wilding and shit." And this nigga comes
said-
on
He said
here
sister.
and just comes out his mouth like that. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let me scale back there. My bad.
That's what I'm just saying. Like,
Second
we can get
cousin.
down to the
I'm
real
trying to
talk.
hit a second.
We can really
understand
talk
it.
about some
I'm not gonna
real
say a
shit.
sister. I'm gonna hit a second cousin then.
Ain't nobody gonna sit around for 10 years and wait on nobody, man. You fucking
Nah,
stupid if
it's,
you do.
I mean, it happens though. It happens.
do happen.
I can't say that.
When you ever seen that happen?
It happens, but I
happens.
don't expect it to happen.
Especially in a situation where that, like I explained, where you know, like you're innocent and
And they know you innocent.
you didn't know you're innocent, so you fighting together, like your wife on the outside fighting for you. I'm with that shit, but
Well,
in it,
but you know what? When you really get down to it, it don't really got nothing to do with that. It got the fact that you not here.
That's true.
that's true. But if you marriage is supposed to be also, in my opinion, or like if in a situation like that, like if I go out here and I kill a nigga, then I fucked up. Like I went against our body. I put our shit in jeopardy, right? But if I go out here and I'm wrongly accused because I look like a perpetrator or some shit like that, and me and my wife strong, we got kids together, and something happens to where I'm taken away, but I ain't do shit. Like I still expect my wife like help me fight. We gon' you know what I'm saying. That's just like if you married.
Her fighting for you and her
Yeah, that's
fucking
two different
getting
things.
donkey fucked by another nigga is two
Exactly.
totally different things.
Hey, you know I ain't. That is, man. That's another.
It's tough.
Cause that's if you really love your wife. Listen, it's like yo, damn, I ain't did shit. I didn't do shit. I was the one
Fucked
donkey
up in
fucking
the
my
whole
wife.
situation. You the perpetrator. You got done. You the victim.
Yeah,
You got done wrong.
I've been done wrong. I was
But
fucking shit out my wife. I've been done wrong.
When
and
you
now,
really break it down, and you break it down to your wife,
yeah.
you weren't there for 7-8 years.
Yeah,
she
so
had
what
to
she
go
supposed to
move
do?
on. She had needs.
Nigga, they got
She had
dildos for that
shit that was
shit.
going on.
They
She
got
needed
dildos for that shit, man.
God.
Hey, I can get a mold of my dick. And she can get that shit made into a deal. We can FaceTime. We can
Hey,
do
that ain't
whatever.
the same as human interaction.
Right, I know, bro.
She don't feel that skin on skin.
She don't feel that skin on skin, bro.
So you feel so
about to
you
buy.
found out your wife done fucked the nigga when she been gone for 10 years. She ain't with the nigga. She just fucked a couple
She
niggas.
just fucked a couple niggas.
Oh, you been gone for 10 years. Not even
A couple niggas,
We
though?
talking about 2 niggas.
Two
at that.
Two?
2 in
10 years.
That's not even bad.
That ain't bad.
So if she done
That ain't
fucked a
bad.
couple niggas in 10 years, what you gonna do about that?
It's about your wife now.
Your wife.
I ain't fucking with her.
I ain't fucking.
That ain't bad,
That's
but
fucked up, man.
Fuck that bucket.
You ain't fucking with her. After 10 years, she been holding you down.
Hey man.
She fucked
hel-
2 niggas.
She held me
Oh
down.
no,
you know
she been
what?
holding me down.
She been holding you down,
Oh,
but
nah.
she
She been
holding me
She
down?
fucked 2 niggas on the side.
Oh, she been holding me down, and like I said, I can't expect her to like keep her legs closed for 10 years.
Yeah, she
You
been
know what
holding
I'm
me
saying?
down,
She been
That's what I'm
holding
saying.
me
She
down.
hold you down for 10 years.
Yeah.
You just fucked 2 niggas on the side.
But do I
she
get caught?
told you about them.
But do I
Hey.
get conjugal visits though? Because if I've been getting conjugal
Nah,
visits,
you don't get no conjugal.
I know. Okay.
Nah, you won't get no conjugal. If she getting conjugal, nah, fuck that bitch.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm getting, that's what I'm getting saying. If I'm getting conjugal now, you still out here smack. Nah, fuck that shit.
Nah. You
Fuck
gonna
that shit.
leave me and then go get that other nigga?
Yeah,
Nah,
fuck that shit. You getting your skin to skin now. I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck if
you
it's
getting
5
all that.
minutes. I don't give a fuck how long it is. You getting your skin to skin. You better get this shit. Nah, I can't say that shit. But if she holding me down, I don't know, bro. She
Yeah,
holding
if
me
she's
down.
holding me down, I gotta rock with her.
Yeah,
I'm not
she
gonna,
holding
I'm
me
not gonna
down.
put that on her, man. You ain't got to do.
that's 10
I
years.
can't
though.
expect nobody to hold out for 10 years, bro. I
bro.
wouldn't do it. So I expect you to do it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because I'm
I'm
going
not
after
doing
your
it.
sister the night that you get locked up.
damn.
When they knock on the door and say FBI, I'm gonna be like, hey, they at the door right now. I'm on my way over there tonight. I'm trying to tell you.
And yo, put that blue thing on. I like it.
Yo, the one you had on social media.
God
Fuck
damn.
that, bro. 10 years? I don't even know what
That
this
is
shit
a long
mean, bro.
time,
That, what you
That's a
said?
long ass time.
Shit, 10 months is a long time. 10 days is a
Nigga, I
long
wouldn't
time.
expect a chick to last a year.
A girl to last a year?
No, a year is too
Oh,
much.
smart. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's not lasting a year.
No, I'm not lasting no
You
year.
shouldn't expect that.
Nah.
She ain't lasting a year.
Man, let me find out you about to be gone a year and find out what's gonna happen. I'm gonna have about 3 babies and 2 twins.
Let me find out you be gone for 10 days. You can do weekend biz. I'm like, oh, the weekend I got off? You like, I got the weekend off? You locked up the weekend?
Shit gonna be done.
Done. You're done for.
Well,
Well,
there you have it.
hey man, don't get locked up. Or you been
Bitch.
fucked on.
You better not get locked up. You expect your significant other to
Shit ain't happening.
Stick around.
hold it
Shit
down.
ain't happening.
They'll be there when you get out, but they might have a whole new throat baby. Anyway,
But I don't know how to deal with a little bit of fame. Like if a nigga know me, if you even know me, and you don't say nothing, you looking at me, I feel like it's animosity at that point. Yeah, like it's some animosity. Now you might want to say something. Like don't be looking at me and you saw me on the pod and you thinking something. Nigga, you better say something. I feel like we gotta fight. Like, why you staring at me?
they might not know what to say, man. They might like your celebrity.
Your Raul-ness.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't.
Your Raul-ness. You all right, Tease?
Do you think like? I think we the only ones that's doing some shit like this. A podcast.
What you mean the only ones? What you mean by that?
Nah, that do what we do at work.
Oh, I think so too.
Pretty sure we are.
I'm pretty sure that.
Definitely pretty sure we are.
So I think they might be intrigued by what we coming out with.
I think we might be illuminating some minds.
I think honestly, yeah. I think because if you think about it, man, motherfuckers don't be like owning their own shit. Like they don't. I think most of the people at work think the same way. I'm here. This is my job. This is my career. This is where I want to be. Right. So if you hear somebody say, "Nah, I'm trying to own my own shit. This ain't my own shit," that shit may not really click with you at first, but then when you start seeing shit in motion, that shit may change. I know. Like I said, like this shit to me when a motherfucker come to be like, yo, y'all got something. I'm watching this shit. Boom, boom, boom. Like, and the shit that gets me is when it's in their rotation now. With the other motherfuckers that even we watch and admire and shit. But to me, that's a start. It's like, yo, we ain't nowhere near famous, but for the same sense, it's a step. Yeah, like you got one person. Like if what you do, I always used to say, like, and I hate to keep going back, but I used to say when I'm up here on the like stage and shit, if I'm playing something and I see a motherfucker out there that's like he feeling that beat that we creating and shit.
Yeah.
Once somebody heard me, you know what I'm saying? Somebody heard. Somebody was feeling that shit. So if I walk up behind a motherfucker and I look at his phone, not to be nosy, but like, you know, if motherfucker online or something, looking at his phone, I'm just walking by and I see us on the screen, like that shit is kind of like, yo, it's a start. Like it's a start.
It's definitely big, you know what I mean? Just to see the thing that you can reach out to other people on different levels. Just come across your shit, listen, and be like, you know what? I like listening to these guys, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think it is about us that people fuck with? If that's
Just real. Talking about real shit. Stuff that goes on. No no sugarcoating. Just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just kicking it with your fellas.
Right. We
Talking
ain't
about
trying to sugarcoat what we saying. We just saying
this what you would
exactly
say
what's
any
on
other
our
time
mind.
you with somebody. With
at
your,
that moment we just spitting that shit out. Hey, take it how you want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit is organic, man. Like,
Right. It's very organic. So I
Yeah.
think people can feel that and can understand it and know that, man, these niggas is talking off the cuff. They ain't like trying to fix it so people will be like so it'll be acceptable to everybody. It ain't trying to be PC. Just saying what's on our mind. And it is what it is. And some people like it, some people don't. So it's
a lot
gonna
of
be
people
what it's gonna
feel
be.
the same way.
that's another thing too. Like I think you don't when you watch something like this, you don't gotta like it. You know what I'm saying? We don't expect everybody to agree with what we saying. Especially me. You don't gotta agree with it. But we can have a conversation about it. We ain't always supposed to agree.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes us. We got different views, right?
Absolutely.
6 different flavors, man. 6 different flavors. All in the same store, though.
Anyway, what y'all want to get into, man? Man, it's like, God damn, it's 11 o'clock.
What the fuck?
Been here since.
Damn.
Yo, we really got to start, like, managing our time better.
That was part of the whole, when you said goals and shit, like I think more organized. Like when I say we can have all these goals about want to do this and this and this and this, but the only way we accomplish those goals is if we get better as a team to get to those goals. So that's one of them, like time management, Even if it's a more professionalism when we doing our own shit. Like I know we still have it's our own shit, so we run it how the fuck we want to run it, right? But also think that when it comes to handling a lot of the business or whatever, it's still more of a professional shit to it. You know what I'm saying? Where it flows a little better, and it goes back to managing the time, like you saying. Like it we have to say, okay, look, we come to do this, then we can do whatever the fuck we plan on doing. Well, didn't plan on doing afterwards, but that's part of the whole us getting better as a team.
Mm-hmm. Growing every day.
Growing, yeah, like just continue for us to get better, and I think the rest of it will follow. So I mean, that was just one thing for me as far as goals and shit, man. I know we got long-term goals, short-term goals, but
For sure.
yeah, that's one.
Speaking of goals, man, like y'all know it's like 2021, right? We into the New Year's, January. I guess the date is what? The 17th.
Yeah.
Do y'all subscribe to like New Year's resolutions, or what do y'all do about those things? How do y'all go about setting y'all goals or y'all resolutions?
I think New Year's resolutions they can be positive if you stick to them. I mean, I think because it's just a trend for you to like do one. I think people will do them and they don't ever plan on sticking to them.
That's the
But
problem. sticking to
anytime
it.
you set a goal, it's not really it's like it's a benefit for you to set a goal and try to reach it no matter what is going to happen. After you set after a week, a month, a year, 6 months, whatever you do. Like if you set the goal and you try to reach that goal, I feel like you're working towards what you want to
So
do.
you feel like
no
it's a
matter
benefit,
what.
no matter if you don't make it or not.
Right.
I kind of disagree because sometimes you can justify, I'm gonna do the bare minimum and I'm striving for that goal, and you just justify trying to reach that goal when you really not doing shit. You know what I'm saying? You just justifying it. You half-assing.
So if
knowing
you
that you
reach your
half-assed.
goals, though, you still feel like you half-assing it?
No, I'm saying what you saying is if you trying, right? If you don't reach the goal at all, you set a goal, you don't reach it, you don't get nowhere close, but you say, hey, say your goal is to lose weight or gain weight, and every day you do the bare minimum.
Oh, so you
But
saying
at
not
the
giving
end
it?
of the
You
year,
saying
did
not
you
giving
reach
your
your goal,
all?
though?
No, you didn't reach your goal but you saying you can justify it by saying, okay, I did 30 jumping jacks a day.
What if you didn't reach your goal? How you justifying it?
But that's what I'm asking you. Is that what you're saying?
No,
I thought
I'm
that's what he was
saying like,
saying,
okay,
too.
so say for instance, you
thought that's what he
got
was
a
saying,
goal
too.
like I'm gonna lose 20 pounds. At the end of whatever your time period is, you lost 19 pounds. That's a
okay.
accomplishment.
That's cool,
Yeah,
but let's
that's-
say you lost 2 pounds.
no, fuck no.
And then you say, well, I did.
no.
Lose.
Nah,
So
nah,
you
nah.
saying you
Yeah.
basically,
If you
saying
doing
going
that, then you
half-ass.
just making other
Yeah.
shit for you to still be a piece of shit at the end of the year. Don't you're lying to yourself at that point.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
that's
be
what I'm
real
saying.
with
How
yourself. If you try to work towards your goal and you want to lose 20 pounds, if you lost 19, nigga, you damn near got it. You doing all right. Keep
That's
doing what you
accomplishment.
doing.
I
You
get
working
that.
towards your goal. If you only lost 2, you ain't doing shit. Like, stop. You only lost 2 pounds. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you ain't giving no effort.
Yeah. Like you say, oh, this year I want to make an extra $10,000. If you made $2,000 extra dollars, that's might be, it's not great, but you probably should still keep doing what you're doing. If you made $2,000 extra dollars, you ain't reach your goal, but shit, $2,000 extra dollars better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
So have y'all been the type that participate in New Year's resolutions or me personally?
No,
I ain't never been
yes.
the type.
Yeah,
I don't really
Yes
know
and
that.
no.
I
This
don't
is the
never
first time.
subscribe
I'll
to
never
that.
do that shit.
My
neither, but-
my birthday is in November, like so. Shout out to Scorpio, but my birthday's in November. That's when I kind of like evaluate my goals. So around October every year, I start to like do the knowledge on what I did the previous year and see if I accomplished those goals, and then I start to set the new goals for the new year. That's how I do it. I don't do it every January, but I guess it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Think
Still
about
a
it.
year. Still
You know
a
what I'm saying?
new
Still a
year.
year.
I guess you
You
don't
know
say
what I'm
new
saying?
age, new year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't never been that type that did New Year's resolutions. It just ain't never. I feel like whatever I'm trying to accomplish, I'm doing this shit anyway. Like it's not
just like a
me.
steady thing.
Yeah, it's a steady thing for me. It ain't never been something that like I'm gonna start, on the new year. But I will say this year was the first time I actually like set goals for a new year. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get better at this. I'm going to continue, keep doing this. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to learn this. It's the first time I ever really did it, but before then, I ain't never really participated in New Year's resolutions.
Well, let me ask you this. What's the thing that you think that makes you stay consistent? Because you see every year, okay, let's say if you're working out, every year you see, I go to the gym, right? Every year, at the top of the year, you see a bunch of people in the gym in January, February, March.
Then it start falling off.
Gradually, it falls off. How do you, and I guess that's the same across the line with different goals.
Yep.
Like if you set goals, how do you stay consistent? What do you think the
What keeps it
catalyst is to stay consistent with your goals that you set? If you set
I think
like
it's
goals
like
at the beginning of the year.
I think it's like the drive within yourself. Like you
already
gotta have a certain drive to keep something like that constant yearly. Like a lot of people, because you think most people's thing is either losing weight or saving money or something like that. Like you said, about 3-4 months, that falls off. But I think it's the drive, the passion you have for what you want to do for yourself. I think that has a big part to do with it. The drive and passion that particular person have within themselves.
Well, how do you keep that passion?
You see that shit.
You gotta really want it, right?
You
Yeah,
gotta,
you gotta
that's
want
what
it.
he was saying. It's built in you, but then when you see it, like when you work hard to accomplish something, right, and then especially when you get it in your mind, like this is gonna be an overnight success. So, like I already know I got to put the work in, right? So then you then you start putting the work in, and you put your head down. You don't look at, let's say working out. You ain't looking at your game. You just working. You ain't. But the next thing you know, you didn't put your head down. You didn't grind it so much where 3 months from there, it ain't you that notice it. It's somebody else that say, yo, boom. 2 months, yo, boom. Somebody else, yo, boom. And then it becomes a point where you start to see it. And at that point, if that shit don't motivate you and make you feel better about, like I remember where I came from. I worked hard to at least get here. So I know at that point, what continues to drive me is that, well, shit, if I got here, I know if I keep going, keep working harder, I can get there. If I keep going, keep working harder, I can get there. I'm seeing the results. So the results, when you put the work in, you see the results, man. That's to me what keeps me going. Like it's already a built-in drive I have. That's just me personally, right? But even when I do that and I see, like, oh, okay, yeah, damn, I look back 5 months from then, I was on that level, and I see where I'm at now. And shit
And then
works.
it's like you said, it's an added catalyst when somebody else recognizes your progress.
Let you know shit works.
And
So
like you ain't even really got to say nothing. It's gonna speak for itself.
They see what you're
Type
doing.
shit.
that's extra motivation. Like that shit
Yeah,
that shit keeps me going.
Hey, well, look, if y'all think like that same mentality, right? You think that's only for like certain types of people? Because, say for instance, you a person that you work at Kmart, right? And you've been working there for mad long, and you don't ever see no change in your income. But you cool with that. And some people that's not gonna be cool with. So you could be, say one of us might be working at Kmart, right? And we gonna come to a day we be like, man, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, why am I doing this? I can do better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna get to a point in your mind where like, yo, I can do better than this. You're gonna do something else. But there's some people
That depends
that's
on
cool,
the person.
and they gonna keep doing what they doing because it's, all right, I got a job. I'm doing all right. I can keep doing this.
That's one of those things where I say it's embedded within you. So
and it depends on who you are, what you want. What do you want?
What do you want out of this?
Yeah, what do you want? What's your goal?
They saying some people they
We
can
talked
get to
about it
that
earlier.
point and
What's
they
our
can be
what's
cool
our
with
goals? You know what I'm saying? It depends on what your goal is, and it's cool. Whatever your goal is cool.
And how important it is to
You
you.
only you dictate whether or not you know what I'm saying. Whether you coming, you know if you coming up short.
Yeah.
You can set a goal and you know if you coming up short. If you work at wherever you work at and you come home and you got a certain goal that you want and it's outside of that job and you come home and you sit on your fucking couch every fucking day, you know in your fucking mind, you can try to justify it as you may, but you know that you're not doing all that you can to reach your goal, right? That's what it comes down to. What do you want?
What do you? I'm saying
I
like.
also go ahead.
I'm saying like. What do you think? Like, what do you think people that's in that situation comes to their mind? Like, what's the difference between this type of person and that type of person?
See,
You
that's
know
what I'm saying. Like I feel
It
like
depends on what you want. That's what I'm saying. It depends
I
on
don't
what
think
you
I don't think it's just that neither though, because that person, let's say I have these high, we work at the same job, and I have the desire to be a manager, and you do too. Okay, so now we both want the same goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next step is what you gonna do with that. I'm the type person, I grind. Like it's just in me to work hard to get it, to go get it. It might not be him, but he just lazy as fuck. He don't have that same drive. He want this shit, so I don't. He want it, but he don't have that same
Nah,
drive.
you know what? He
He
ain't
don't really
lazy,
want
but
it.
it's levels though.
Yeah, he don't.
So you got some niggas that gonna do the bare minimum to keep their job.
Yeah, you don't really
You got some
want it
niggas
if
that
you
gonna
ain't
do
gonna
everything
do
they
what it
need
takes
for
to
their
get it.
job,
Yeah,
and they
you-
might be at the cusp of being a manager, like you saying. But then you got some niggas that's going over and beyond to reach all
Yeah.
the things that need to be a manager. You know what
You
I'm
might
saying?
think you want it until you figure out what it takes to get it, and you
Right.
I ain't willing to give that up to get this shit. So fuck that. It just depends on what you want. That's what I'm saying. Like I ain't willing to give this
Man,
up to
I
get
ain't
that.
doing that. I ain't coming in on my day off do
Yeah,
all the extra
I
shit.
ain't willing to do that.
Nah,
Where
what?
somebody else can be completely
Right.
fine to do that.
Yeah, I'm coming in on my day off. I'm coming in on
I'm
every
coming
day.
on
You-
every
when
day
you
I
call
can
me,
to get
you
what
need
I
me, I'm coming
to get
in.
this shit. But it depends on what you. That's what I'm saying. It depends on what you want. It depends on what you want and what you willing to give up for it, because everything has a price. It depends on what you want to give up, and there ain't no right or wrong. It just depends on you, what you want.
That's real shit.
It depends on what you want. You see, I stepped down from
Ain't no
what
right
I
or
was
wrong,
doing.
but how you gonna get to your goal?
Ain't no right or wrong. Y'all still doing what I was doing. Ain't no right or wrong.
You might ready to get to
I
the
ain't
goal
want-
the
I
same
ain't feel
way.
like
You
I
might
wanted
get
to
there
do that.
before I do though. What?
Fuck
might
no.
have two
I
different
don't want
ways.
to do that. Y'all can have that. I'm gonna do what this nigga over here doing. Put his feet up. I'm cool. But if you want to go get that, it's fine. It depends on what you want to give.
Y'all might get the same goal, but y'all might get it at
And
two
you might
different
have a
time
certain,
spans.
and you might have, and your path might be different from mine.
Yep.
I might have had to go through some extra shit that you ain't even have to see, or vice versa. It just depends on who you are and what you want. It ain't no right or wrong.
And that goes back to the resolution.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it depends on the person, what you
depends
want.
all on the person.
It always depends on what you want and what you
And
willing
what you
to give
put
up
in-
for it.
Yeah, and what
you willing to put in
into
for
it.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
But y'all think that New Year's resolution, y'all think it's really about reaching your goal, or you learning along the way of trying to reach your goal?
I think it's about. I think it's good. It's some pros and some cons. I think it's good. Like to set them goals. But I think a lot of people set them goals and they really don't have no intentions of sticking to those goals.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
It sounds good.
It sounds.
But it
good.
is a trend too.
Yeah, it's a trend.
It's a trend
Basically.
too. So yeah,
It's what
everybody
people
who
do.
say it and do it don't really mean that shit. It's just a trend. And you know, we in an era where everybody follows everybody else. So it's a trend. It ain't. And that's why I say like I've never participated in it. I don't jump on the trend shit anyway though. But it ain't where everybody who does this New Year's resolution really gonna stick to that shit. It's a fucking trend. They homegirl doing it. Everybody posting New Year's resolutions and shit.
Yeah, it feel like
this
I need
is
one
new
too.
year, new me. I'ma do this.
Yeah,
Man, it's a
yeah.
trend, bro. Like they ain't sticking to that shit. They go to what's the gym shit? Planet Fitness. They go to Planet Fitness for
Shout
a
out Planet
month.
Fitness.
Huh?
So shout out Planet Fitness.
Shout out Planet Fitness. They go to Planet Fitness for a month. Her and her girlfriends
Why I gotta be
Him and his homeboy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. All right. My bad.
I'm gonna touch on everybody, bro. But yeah, that shit don't last long.
You right.
It's a trend, bro.
It just depends on the person, man.
Depends
What
on
you
the
want. If
person,
you
though.
really want it for yourself, you gonna go get it for yourself. That's how I feel.
Bruh, but that's why I like we talking about this. But I really feel like it's a certain type of person.
Maybe.
You know what? Matter of fact, let's go all the way back. Talking about setting a goal for yourself, New Year's resolution shit. It's certain people that was meant to do certain shit. Like some people was meant to fucking work at McDonald's. Some people was meant to manage a fucking Fortune 500 company. Some people are meant to do that. Some people ain't. If you're not built for that, you're not gonna do any of the things that gonna get you to that point.
I don't know. I think you dictate that.
Yeah.
I think you put
what
yourself in the position to be in those positions.
You
That's how I
dictate that.
feel.
You dictate
Because
what
I
you want.
always say this shit every year. Every year come around, I be like, thank God for putting me here. Because every year, I'm talking about me personally, right? Every year, I don't set no New Year's resolution. I always be like, look at what the fuck I'm doing now and look at what I was doing last year. Every single year, this is me talking personally. Every year, I'm always doing better than I was doing last year. Now, that might not be, I don't know where that come from. Maybe
No,
that's
it
because
has
I
to come
am.
from something.
I
It
feel
had-
like
so
I
what do you
put
do in
myself in
between
the
time?
position to not be fucked up, and I'm gonna be doing
What
better.
did you do in between time? So did you set any goals at all?
Because I know,
or did you
how I am. I'm not never sitting still with what I got going on. I'm
Okay.
always trying to move some shit forward. So maybe I'm doing this, it's working well. I'm gonna let that work well, and I'm gonna try to make this over here work well. Also, I'm trying to do something else, something else.
Just keep
I'm
things
always
going.
trying to make something else work for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or the people around me, bring them in so they can help me move forward. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that's just how my mind move. I'm not trying to sit here and be in the same place I was last year.
Yeah, okay.
Every year, I need to be doing something better.
It goes
Not
back
even
to-
nothing. I ain't got to be doing nothing way better. I ain't got to have no mention this year. I ain't got to be no millionaire this year. But as long as I'm doing better than I was last year, I'm cool with that.
Like you said, it just goes back to the person.
Yeah, it depends on what you want.
Yeah, exactly what you want. What you gonna put into
But some
it.
people lie to themselves too. That's
A
the
lot-
thing.
that happens
You know what
a
I'm
lot.
saying? It's like, yo, you justify your bullshit. You can't justify your bullshit. This is real life. Like, take accountability for your shit. Like, set a goal. If you don't accomplish it, then
Reevaluate it.
reevaluate it and go keep going for it until you get it, and then go for that next goal. Some people say, "Oh, I'm cool with this right here."
I think a lot of people
It just
have a
depends
hard
on the
time
person.
coping with that too, though. A lot of people have a hard time coping with their own bullshit.
That's what I was getting ready to say. I was getting ready to say that what you said as far as hold yourself accountable. That shit is easier said than done to a lot
It
of
is.
people.
It is.
It is crazy to me. I don't understand it, but it's easier said than done to a lot of people. That's like,
Yeah, I can see that.
So if we get down to it, like, all right, so if somebody came up to you and told you that, all right, so you had a goal, like your goal was whatever, and somebody came up to you and told you like, you ain't gonna reach that, you ain't did shit to reach that this year.
What
They
did
telling you straight up, they telling you the truth.
Oh, it's
Y'all
the
gonna
truth.
be offended by that?
Man, I'll punch them in their fucking
It depends on what.
Yeah, it depends on
Depends on who it
mouth.
is.
Yeah, man.
Depends on
You know
who
what
it
I'm
is,
saying?
how I've been moving towards
Yeah, it
my
depends on who
goal.
it is.
Why do it matter who it is? They tell
Because
you
it
the
does
truth.
matter. Because you can talk like you can like.
What
that's-
you mean they tell me the truth? How they tell
Right.
you
So
the
say
truth,
for
though?
instance, like they telling
Have
you
they
something,
done
and they
what I'm
telling you the
accompli-
truth.
what I'm
Like, okay,
attempting
say
to do?
when you had a goal, but you're not doing anything to reach that goal. They
Have
be
they
like,
done what I'm
"Nigga,
attempting
you
to
ain't
do?"
gonna be doing.
Oh,
you ain't
you
gonna do
talking
that.
about-
You ain't
oh.
did nothing to reach that shit.
Oh, you talking about? I thought you were saying like if I threw a New Year's resolution out there or saw
No,
goal,
no, no.
or
I'm talking
goal,
about somebody
or
that
goal
has
out
been
there.
sitting on the sideline observing
Watching.
you.
Oh, okay,
And then they
okay.
tell you straight up,
Okay.
nigga, you ain't gonna do that. You
Oh,
ain't
you
did
said-
shit to reach that.
you said they was sitting on the
telling you
sideline
the real
watching.
shit.
Oh, that's different.
So
Then.
why would
Yeah,
you?
it's
Would you get
different.
offended?
No. I think if it didn't. I think like we say, it
a
might
lot of people
depends
get
on who it
offended
is.
by that though.
Yeah, I don't know if it depends on who it is. If it's somebody who like, I ain't really a people's person and shit, right? So it ain't gonna be too many niggas just like walk up to me and. But if you've been watching me and shit and you see like, yo, okay, however this situation would go, but I know your goal, and I've been watching you and I'm telling you, bro, you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing.
So if that's your boy,
That's my boy. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah,
Tell me.
exactly.
Even if it's somebody though who, man, listen. Sometimes you can be, you know, blessed in a way that you don't know how you don't see it coming. Like it comes, however the way it comes, right? So, yeah, if I'm trying to pursue something, I got a goal to get better in something, and somebody from the sideline has been watching me and me not knowing that, and they come up to me and say, "Listen, you ain't. I know I heard you've been trying to do this, and I've been watching. You ain't been doing this. You need to get off your ass." You know, especially got some nuggets for me, like, "Yo, I've been through this, and let me teach you how to get on. I'm trying to help you." And I'm cool with that shit. I'm cool with that shit. At the end of the day, I mean, you never know how or who or when that person that may step into your life that's gonna actually give you that push.
Right.
Like,
Put
you
the
never
battery
know
in your
where
back.
that push, that's gonna come from. So I'm all for that shit. And if you some more random motherfucker who just want
You nosy.
punch you in your fucking face, fuck out of here.
You don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Hey,
Be
you
real
don't know
shit
me.
too, though.
No, you don't. Nah.
That might be real shit too.
Yeah, they might give you some real shit.
I don't want to. If it ain't organic to me, if I don't feel that energy, then fuck out my face. Don't come at me with
Like you
that
told this nigga you gonna lose 30 pounds, but like nigga, I saw you eating Twinkies the other day. What the fuck you talking about? You ain't gonna lose that.
punch me in his face. then
Mind
then
your
I'm
business,
low key
nigga.
stop eating Twinkies. Like I'm not gonna tell him he really motivated me. I'm gonna tell him after the fact, like the next year when I lost weight. I'm like, damn, bro, I
Probably
really
shouldn't
made a
punch you in
tell.
the
I should have
face.
punched you in the face because
But,
you really,
you know.
that was a battery in the back that I needed.
But he might have gave you the damn inspiration you needed to do what you needed to do.
Yeah, but at that moment though, I don't want to admit it. I'm gonna punch him in his face.
We back. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Legend Has It podcast, man. I go by the name of Artwork, man.
Bo in the building.
It's your boy RH, aka Raul.
Yo, it's me, Teasy, aka Mr. VA, aka The Enforcer, aka Him There, aka Trillville Holyfield, aka Pina Colada at the Ramada Make a Holler, aka Nah, I'm done, bro. I'm out.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yeah, I'm out, bro.
Hey,
Man, go
and
get
we
your shit
are,
on.
we
Get my shit on, nigga.
we are. Who are we? The Legendary Visionaries, man.
Yeah,
LV6.
you already know it.
Yeah. We thank y'all for tuning in, man. Watching another episode, listening to another episode. We appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Subscribe.
Like, comment,
Hit that bell notification.
getting in and tending back. Yeah.
What you got, Raul?
Fuck them kids.
Shit, nothing.
Dumbass
This
kids.
shit.
Oh, man. Yeah, fuck
Y'all-
them kids.
y'all-
Fuck them damn dumbass kids.
Yeah, man, fuck them stupid ass
Stupid
kids.
ass
Man, we
kids.
love the kids.
Dumb as
We
fuck,
love the
man.
kids.
Yeah, man, we love them
Nah,
kids,
your
but
kid
fuck
gets
them
see
stupid
average,
ass
see
kids,
average on the
man.
road kid dumb as fuck, man. Fuck
We
them
love
damn
the
I don't even
kids.
know why you charged me up to say something crazy.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was
kids
I was over
outside
here
in the
chilling.
cold.
I thought we was gonna close this thing out.